Little Princess, Chapter 16, The Beggar Girl.
The winter was miserable. Sarah was sent out in the worst weather. There were days when she had walked through snow. There were worse days when the snow melted into muddy slush. Those were days when the windows of the large family house looked especially cozy. The study where Mr. Cursor sat glowed with the warmth and color too. Meanwhile, Sarah's attic was too dreary for words. Gray clouds hung low over the skylight. There were no sunset. The servants in the kitchen were miserable too, and that made them crueler than ever. She treated poor Becky like a slave. One rainy day, Sarah was doing errands. Her shabby clothes and old shoes were soaked. For some reason, Miss Minchin had chosen to punish her, so the cook didn't give her any lunch. Still, Sarah kept doing her errands. She decided to pretend that things were better. I pretend I'm wearing warm, dry clothes, she said to herself. I pretend I have good shoes and an umbrella. And when I'm near a bakery, I find some money. I go into that shop and buy 6 hot buns. Then I eat all up. Some very odd things happen in this world sometimes. Just then, Sarah had to cross the street. The mud was deep and cold. She walked carefully, looking at the ground. Just as she reached the sidewalk, she spotted a silver coin. Sarah picked it up. Then she looked around. She was right in front of a bakery. A cheerful, stout woman was putting a tray of freshly baked buns in the window. They were large, plump, shiny buns with currants in them. Sarah could smell the warm buns. Oh, she sighed. Those buns look delicious. With this coin, I can buy 4 of them. First, I must ask the baker if she loses any money. Sarah was about to enter the bakery when she stopped. A small, sad figure sat nearby. It was a beggar girl with hollow eyes. Her hair was tangled. Her face was dirty. She was wrapped in rags and had no shoes. Sarah looked at the girl's red, muddy feet. Princess always help poor people, she reminded herself. That girl looked hungrier than I am. Then she said to the girl, Are you hungry? Very hungry, miss. I had nothing to eat all day. Wait here, Sarah answered. I'll be right back. She went into the bakery. It smelled warm and delicious. The woman was about to put more hot buns in the window. Excuse me, Sarah said to the baker. Did you lose this coin? I found it on the sidewalk. No, the woman said. It was probably there for days. Keep it. Then I'd like to buy 4 buns, Sarah answered. The woman went to the window and put 6 buns in the bag. I can only pay for 4, said Sarah. That's all right, the baker said. I bet you can eat 6. Aren't you hungry? Yes, very hungry. Tears spurring to Sarah's eyes at the woman's kindness. Thank you very much, she whispered. She was about to tell the woman about the girl outside who looked even hungrier than Sarah felt, but just then several customers entered the shop. So Sarah thanked the woman again and left the shop. The buns were already warming her hands. She put one in the beggar's girl's lap. Here, eat this. Oh my! The girl exclaimed as she gobbled up the buns. This is wonderful. Sarah handed her 3 more buns. She's starving, Sarah thought. I'm not starving. And with a trembling hand, she gave the girl the 5th bun. The beggar girl was still eating when Sarah turned away. Sarah nibbled the 6th bun, trying to make it last. It was dark when Sarah reached her street. In all the houses, the lights were on. Sarah stopped outside the large family's house. She could see children gathering around Miss Large, and a carriage was waiting outside the door. A big suitcase was strapped to the roof. Sarah stepped into the shadow as Mr. Large left the house. She didn't want anyone to see her. Goodbye, Papa, shouted the children. We'll miss you. I wish I didn't have to go away, he said. I hope you find the little girl, said one of Mr. Large's sons. As she hurried away, Sarah wondered whom Mr. Large was looking for. Meanwhile, Mr. Large's carriage headed for the station. The train would take him to Moscow. That's where he hoped to find the little lost daughter of Captain Crew. And that is the end. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.